everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Trishy, and for today's Yin Yoga class, we'll be focusing in on a class for runners. So come and take a comfortable seat. That can be cross-legged, sitting up on a block, or kneeling. Place your palms on top of your knees and feel free to close your eyes. You will need a strap for today's class and have a couple blocks handy as well. So when you're comfortable on your mat, ground down through your sit bones, lift up tall through your spine, and bring your shoulders onto the back body. Feel the breath as you inhale, expanding the ribs side to side and front to back. Feel the weight of the hips and your body on the ground. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart space. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Inhaling deeply through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. Come and lie down on your back. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Grab your strap and just dangle it over your belly. Just lay it down there. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can always feel free to use a belt. And then you're going to bend into your right knee, hugging it into the chest, interlacing your fingers either on the hamstring behind the knee or on top of the shin. If this feels good and you can go a little deeper, simply extend your left leg down onto the floor. Be sure that your heel is touching the floor. And then if you feel good here, we can go one step deeper, bringing your right foot and leg into half happy baby pose. So bend through the knee, grab onto the outer edge of the sole of the foot, bring your knee down by your side body, and let the sole of your foot point towards the sky. So you can bring your elbow to the inner edge of your right knee to try to accentuate the stretch in the hip. And you want your heel roughly over top of your knee. If this is the first Yin Yoga class for you, we hold passive stretches for minutes at a time. So the most important thing is to find your edge, which means that you're not chasing sensation. You're not pushing yourself in any way to achieve a pose. You're letting the pose learn your body. Sorry about that distraction, my cat wanted in. Gently release the hold of your right foot. Bend both knees, bring your feet back down to the ground. And then re-extend your right leg, looping the strap around the ball of your right foot. Then place the strap into the right hand, and then let your left knee fall out to the side into a half butterfly shape. So I'll be placing a block underneath my left hip. And then what you're going to do is extend your right leg out to the right side of your body and your mat. If you feel free to place a block underneath your right leg. So you have a half butterfly shape on the left side, and you're extending your right leg out to the right side of your body and the mat. There's a little bit of arm engagement here just to hold on to the strap, but try to relax everything that you can. This gives you a very deep opening into the hips and the groin. Try to breathe into this space of opening. Very slowly begin to lift your right leg back up. You can just place the strap over top of your tummy again. And we'll do that sequence over on the other side. So bend deeply into your left knee, interlacing the fingers on top of the shin or behind the knee. And then if you feel comfortable there, extend your right leg out in front of you. And if you wanted to go even further, you could come into half happy baby on the left side. bending into your left knee, bringing the sole of the foot pointing towards the sky, and clasping onto the outer edge of the foot with your hands or a strap. So you're always trying to guide that left knee down to the outer side of your ribs. Be sure that your right heel is touching the floor. If it's not, just go ahead and bend your knee, foot flat to the floor. Relax all the muscles in your body. And then slowly release the hold of the left foot, bending your right knee, bringing your foot back to the ground. Shift your hips a little bit over to the right and then loop your strap around the ball of the left foot, extending your foot towards the sky. And then taking hold of the strap in the left hand, placing your right leg into a butterfly shape, so that means bending the knee and letting the knee fall out to the side. You can bring your right arm into a cactus shape and then simply let your left leg fall out to the side. Feel free to place a block underneath your leg if this is too intense. Keep your shoulder blades down and away from the ears and lengthen through your spine. Slowly and mindfully begin to lift your left leg back center, bend your knees, bring both feet flat to the floor. You can place your blocks and strap off to the side. We won't be needing them for at least a little while. And then roll onto one side. Coming up, come onto your knees. And we're going to take a toe squat. So bend into your toes, bringing the ball of your toes and your foot down to the ground. Look back and see if your baby toe needs to be moved out to the side for stability. And we're actually just going to start with our palms down on the earth. So your palms are roughly underneath the shoulder blades and you're lengthening through your spine and lengthening your tailbone. The reason I'm not going fully into the toe squat right away is that it gives a nice stretch into the Achilles tendon. So breathe deeply into your lower belly as you feel the sensation in your feet. So if you're feeling enough sensation, just stay exactly where you are. If you want to take this pose a little bit further, just simply sit back on your heels, lifting your head and chest back up. You can place your palms on top of your thighs. We won't be here for too much longer, but this is a great stretch to strengthen and lengthen into the knees, ankles, and feet, which are areas of our body that take a lot of impact while running. Breathe through the sensation. then release. Bring your palms back down to the ground. You can feel free to lengthen your feet and just tap the tops of your feet down onto the mat. I find this takes away the sensation, or just do whatever feels best for you. Cross at the ankles and come and take a seat. We're going to come into a diamond-shaped butterfly pose with a block. So bring your legs out into a diamond shape, letting your knees go wide. And your heels are not close to your pelvis. Your legs are more forming into a diamond shape. So bring your block in between your feet so that the soles of the feet are pressing up against the block. And then you can feel free to place another block on top of that to bring your forehead down as you slowly fold over your legs, or you can feel free to let gravity guide you. Either way, feel free to round through your spine. We do this in Yin Yoga just as long as you're not pushing or pulling yourself further into the pose, but are completely relaxed in the upper body. Let your body become heavier and more relaxed. Again, you can always place a block or a pillow anywhere else that's needed for you to be completely comfortable in the pose. Very slowly and mindfully use your palms to press into the earth. Go slow. We've been here for a while. Feel free to take a nice cleansing breath when you get back up. And from here, we're going to transition into caterpillar pose. So it's a very simple transition. You simply extend your legs out in front of you. You can spread them as needed, not too wide, but only if you want to place a block or a pillow. As you fold forward over your legs, you can place your forehead onto a block, or just simply let gravity guide you. Relax your legs completely. Feel free to turn your palms to face up so you're not tempted to push or pull yourself deeper into the pose. And let there be zero resistance in your body. Relax completely. And this will give you a great stretch in the posterior chain and all the way down the hamstrings and into the heels. Keep exploring your edge. So that where the area of the stretch is, you feel mild sensation. Very slowly and mindfully press your palms into the earth and very slowly lift back up. Feel free to take a cleansing breath. Just to wash the sensations of the pose. And from here, we're going to take one more forward fold. We'll be coming into straddle pose. So come and face the long edge of your mat, extending both legs out to the side into kind of a side split shape, but you don't have to worry if you're wide or not. Just simply follow the guidance of your body. And then I'll be using a couple blocks, and I'll be placing them in front of my chest and head. And feel free to fold over your legs. If you're unable to fold over your legs in front of you, feel free to sit up on a pillow or a blanket, and then you can initiate the fold from there. So have your feet and knees facing the sky as much as possible without flexing the feet or the legs. You want to relax your legs. Relax your palms. Don't push or pull yourself deeper. And feel your breath as it guides down into your body, relaxing every muscle. Keep relaxing down so that the stretch and stress is going into your connective tissues and joints and your bones. Very slowly press your palms into the ground and lift back up. When you get there, feel free to take a cleansing breath. And you can move your props over to the side. Use the strength of your hands to help your knees come back into center if necessary. And then come and lie down all the way on your back. We'll take one more pose before Shavasana. And before you lie down, just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. This will help to release any tension that might have built up in the lower spine. So come and lie down. From here, we're going to come into banana pose. So when you're ready, you can shift your hips an inch or two over to the right, bringing your upper body over to the left, and your legs extended out in front of you, coming over to the left as well. You want both hip bones to be facing the sky, so you don't want to be tilted on one side more than the other. You can bring your arms overhead and clasp onto opposite elbows. And if you wanted to go a little bit deeper, you can simply cross your right foot over top of your left. Feel free to close your eyes. This is a great stretch for runners because not only does it lengthen and strengthen the IT band, which runs all the way down the outer hip and leg on the right side for the stretch, it also alternately compresses and decompresses and stretches each side of your lung. So right now we're extending into the right lung and compressing the left, and then we'll switch over to the other side, and that will let new oxygen and new blood flow and new strength into the lungs. Keep breathing as fully as you can to your right side body. Very slowly bring your arms back down to your sides, shift your body back into the midline, uncrossing the legs and shifting the hips back. Okay, so we'll go to the other side. So shift your hips an inch or two over to the left, shifting your upper body over to the right, and then bringing both feet side by side over to the right, and then holding on to opposite elbows or wrists over top of your head. If you want to go a little bit deeper, simply cross your left foot over top of your right. So try to breathe as deeply as you can into your left side body, expanding all the ribs and breathing into the sensation all the way along your IT band. Very slowly bring your arms back along your sides, bend your knees, put your feet on the floor, and shift your hips back into center, as well as your upper body too. So just stretch out into Shavasana, extending through your legs and letting them relax completely, bringing your shoulders onto the back body and letting your palms face up. Feel free to close your eyes and scan your body, feeling all parts that are touching the earth, and let your body surrender down for these last few minutes of rest and relaxation. Very slowly begin to bring some life back into your fingers and toes. Feel free to turn your head from side to side. Raise your arms overhead and take a really big stretch. Then turn to one side using the strength of your arms to come and take a comfortable seat. You can place your palms on top of your knees and feel free to close your eyes. Become aware of how your body feels now, as opposed to when you first stepped onto your mat. Bring your palms together in prayer position in front of your heart space. Let's take another cleansing breath together, inhaling deeply through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing today with me, yogis. If you enjoyed this class, please do subscribe to my channel. I put out new classes every single Friday. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day. Namaste.